What's up, people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Coach Vito from Coach Vito TV. I was talking with a friend of mine yesterday. His name's Jarek. He actually has a YouTube channel as well. Check him out. Jay-Z the Kid. That's my guy. So I was asking him, what video topics can I make to help people and just provide value? And he gave me a great video topic, and it's about discipline and how discipline is important, how to build discipline, and stuff of that nature. So let's get straight into the video topic. Thanks for tuning in. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and let's get to it. So when it comes to discipline, we got to talk about the meaning of discipline. So I just asked Siri, what does discipline mean? And what she said is following a strict guideline of rules and learning to obey the rules. Now, I guess that's true in a way. That's a different form of discipline that comes from the parents. So I actually got my version of the definition of discipline from Mike Tyson. Now, I believe he had a quote that went along the lines of, discipline is doing something that you don't want to do, but doing it like you love it. Even though you don't want to do it, just like I don't want to make this YouTube video, I'm doing it regardless, showing up. So let's talk about the origin of discipline. So to understand discipline, we got to understand the origin of discipline and where discipline is formed. So it starts from childhood, anywhere from around 3 years old to 10 years old. It's the way our parents disciplined us, the way they taught us right from wrong. So I grew up from immigrant parents. My parents immigrated here from El Salvador around the 1990s. I was born in 2004, so that means they grew up in a totally different environment. They grew up in a war-filled country because at the time El Salvador was going through a war. They grew up with totally different standards. The way they were disciplined is different from the way I was disciplined. When I was younger, if I threw a tantrum at the store and I knew that was wrong, well, at the time I didn't know it was wrong. Now I know it was wrong. I would get beat. I would expect the ass whooping once I got home. If I did something wrong, if I hit my sister, I would understand that there was consequences to my actions, and that would lead to me getting an ass whooping and would make me understand right from wrong. It was from my parents taking that action and disciplining me. So let's approach this topic with an open mind and understanding that discipline, it's like a muscle. You're able to build discipline. It just takes practice and it takes effort. It's the same as exercising at the gym, training your biceps, doing curls, building your biceps by doing the curls. Discipline is able to be built the same way. Having discipline, it starts with having high standards for yourself. You must think of yourself as a machine. You must think of yourself as your highest version. Although you might not be the highest version of yourself right now, you want to think of yourself as your higher version. What would my higher self be doing? Now, if you're watching this video, I'm assuming that you have some discipline and that you have goals in your life and that you want to achieve them. Now, making this YouTube video, I'm thinking how do we set goals? How do we determine what goals we should try to strive for and what not to? And the simple answer to that is just choosing a goal that's going to help you progress in life. For example, if you're overweight and you're unhappy with your physical appearance, a good goal for you would be to lose 10 pounds. Maybe it's either to lose weight or to pack on muscle, but whatever your goal is, it's got to be realistic. You can't say, oh, I want to lose 30 pounds in 1 month, in 2 months, in 3 months, because you're probably gonna, yes, you could lose it, it's possible, but you're not going to keep that weight off. You got to have progression is a slow moving train, it's not just boom, I'm gonna be there exactly, because as soon as you lose that weight, you're gonna put it right back on if you don't build up the discipline and the right habits and you set it in stone to keep you where you're at. To continue on the topic, let's talk about the two forms of discipline. There's short-term discipline and there's long-term discipline. Now, an example of short-term discipline would be like No Nut November, for example. I know that's a weird topic, but that's something, I'm a guy, so I can relate to that. Now, No Nut November is basically where you restrain from watching porn or actually releasing your seed in the whole month of November. That's why it's called No Nut November. That would be considered short term because it's only 1 month. You're revolving that No Nut November for 1 month. Now, long term would be doing NoFap as a practice in your daily life, not just doing it for a month, but doing it for an extended period of time, like 6 months to a year. That's more long term. Making this YouTube video, making this YouTube video, making a YouTube channel and posting consistently, that takes discipline. That's long term. Now, YouTubers, they don't grow just by posting once and you're gonna blow up. It takes consistency. It takes years. I watch people like Hamza, and they've been posting YouTube videos since like 2016, 2017. People like Sneeko, he's been around forever. People like Bradley Martin, the Nelk Boys, they've been around forever, and they've been consistent and disciplined with their posting and creating and filming the content. That's long-term discipline. So just to clarify, short-term is basically doing it and having a specific time frame, and now long-term is just doing it as a daily practice as a whole and not having a specific time frame for it. Now, not to throw myself under the bus, but I consider myself frugal. I'm pretty disciplined with my money. I'm very cautious on what I spent my money on, although sometimes I do make impulse decisions. Like the other day I bought a backpack. It was half price because I work at this place. I work at Title Boxing. I got the shirt on, and they were having a backpack. It was a dope looking backpack, and they usually go for $60, and they gave me 50% off. But to go back to my point, if the backpack was $100, I wouldn't be spending my money on it. If I saw a t-shirt that I really liked, but it was $100, I probably wouldn't spend my money on it. I'm pretty disciplined with that. But it also goes back to my goals. My goals is to be financially free. And to get there, I'm not a millionaire yet. I'm not famous. I don't have that sort of leverage yet. But until then, I got to save my money. I got to be not super frugal to the point where I'm not spending my money on anything. I'm picky with what I spend my money on. Some examples for discipline I try to have in my life, I have it written down. So at this moment in time, I'm restraining from having any relationships with any females right now, talking to anyone, because I just don't want that stress. I feel like if I was to get in a relationship right now, if anything, it would hold me back. Another discipline is working out. I've been staying on top of both my diet and my exercise plan. I've been trying to get to the gym at least once a day. Even if I don't, I end up working out at home and doing some pull-ups and push-ups, and I have a 20-pound dumbbell, so I do some workouts at home with that too. Another thing is waking up early. I have jobs that require me to wake up pretty early, relatively early, like 4:30 a.m., sometimes 6 a.m., other times 7 a.m., but overall pretty early. It takes discipline to sleep early and wake up early, because you got to get at least 8 hours of sleep. You got to have discipline with your sleep, because if you're not sleeping good, it's just going to affect your whole life in general. So sleep is really important. I'll make another video about that maybe in the future. Leave that in the comments if you want to see something like that. Filming YouTube videos like this, it takes discipline. That's some stuff that I'm just listing examples of discipline in my life. I don't know if I mentioned that already. In relationships, I don't like, if you're negative, and I can sense that you're just a negative Nancy, I don't like hanging out with people that are negative. I like people that are upbeat, that are gonna help put some inspiration in my life, instead of just complaining about life and being the victim, having the victim mindset. That's something that I can't stand. And another thing too is just being reliable. That takes discipline. Showing up on time at your job, showing up for your friends when they need you, that takes discipline as well. Leave a like and a comment on the video, by the way. If you want to see more videos like this, definitely leave a like and a comment. That's what keeps me motivated. Also, if you want to see some workout videos, please leave it in the comments, and maybe I'll get to it if I have the discipline to record. That's going to take discipline to record. The last thing I have to tell you guys is how important accountability is. It doesn't matter whether you're a woman or a man, but as a man, you have to take responsibility for where you are in life. If you don't have money, you got to realize, what am I doing wrong? Why am I overspending? Or maybe I should get a job. It comes back to what you're doing in your life. If you're overweight, you got to see your eating habits. You got to see your exercise routine. Overall, it's an accountability thing. You are where you are because you did it to yourself. They go hand in hand. They're like yin and yang, accountability and discipline. You got to be able to understand that all this stuff is because of you. And if you're able to provide discipline into your regime, then you're going to change your situation, and that's what's going to lead to success and to more happiness and abundance. With that being said, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this YouTube video. This took forever, so please like, subscribe, and I appreciate you. I will catch you on the next one. Ciao!